Well, I'm going to bring this project to a conclusion. I've got about 8 or 9 knives laying on the table. I've actually made more than that. I brought one home and Jax had to have it, so I gave it to him. And then I have an old friend of mine that stopped by over in the barn. He didn't care whether they worked or not. He was just fascinated by 2 of those pocket knives I had laying there. And he's been pretty sick. He's been real sick, the guy has. He's got cancer. But anyway, he wanted those knives, and I said, okay, take them with you. And then got another older friend of mine. The other day was his birthday. He was tickled to death to get one, and about 5 of them I gave away. None of them really worked right, but it did not matter to them. It was like a handmade something there, and they just absolutely, they loved them. But anyway, I'm going to show you what it is that I'm looking for. This is Case Double X. I forget what they call this knife, but Case makes a really good knife. I've had this knife for about 50 years. Let's open the knife up. And what I'm looking for, you can't see it, but you can hear it. Now listen very carefully. Listen. That is what the search is all about. That signature sound that knife makes when you close it. Okay, real quick, here's one that I've made. Just pocket knife. You can see the spring in the back, and it's all blended in. Everything should be perfect. It should be in working order. But the very minute, that's it. Here's another one. We tried to recap it and do another one. Spring. I'm trying to figure out where the problem lies here. This one, you can see the spring. I bent it down in there, and it does catch, and it will hold it. But the very minute that you touch it, and I've got followers, I've got people that's been watching the video, so I wanted to just kind of update on the video today. I'm not going to bore you with these knife videos, but we have tried. This one, pretty stiff. It's stiff, but there's nothing. No, there's no the tension on the spring. And of course, I've showed you these right here. This is different. Now these work out pretty good. These are not bad. Kind of just flip them open. You would have to be careful with this knife, but you don't want to close it on your fingers there. Real quick. Here's another one. The same design. I'm not sure what they call this knife, but and I think it's some kind of I think the Japanese might have thought this up. I'm not absolutely sure. And real quick, we even went all metal. And you'll notice on this, I got the knife, everything went together good. There's no signature sound. If you make the least mistake on that knife, see how nice and straight it is? The least mistake, you overgrind the blade or the pen, you're done. And there's nothing. No sound. Hold on here, real quick. There's nothing. All right, real quick. You remember this knife? This is the one that was made in Japan. I did have to redo it, reset that pin. I put new pin in. I actually put all new pins in. And it's a lock blade. Nothing on the close. But there is a little right there. Well, I did tell you in a video I was going to make one of these right here, or try to. This is a lock blade, just by design. It's beautiful. The metal is about as cheap as you can get. Here's my version. We're not done with it, but a lock blade, first one I ever made in my life. But you do have a little bit of tension right there. You can see that the blade has been up. I can't show you exactly how much. I'd have to strike a line on it to show you, but it is off. And somehow we got it off a little bit. Like I say, right in this area, either blade or the pen. If it's not exactly, you can see there's a little gap there, you're off. And you're just not going to get what you're looking for. That's the one that I made. I tried to make. Right there. If you can see it or not, real quick, let me hold this one up. We tried to make that knife right there. All right, let me say God bless to you. I want to go over the knives with you just the one more time. I'll probably pick back up on the knives in the future, or as this year. We're taking a break from them for a while, but if anybody can figure that out, you can see. Let me know in the comments. Again, God bless to you. Get you out here. We'll catch you in the next one. Well, there is one other thing. You know, I did mention that I gave a few of those knives away to a couple of friends of mine, and they're childhood friends. I grew up with both of them, and I wanted to mention that both of them have cancer, and both of them have cancer really bad. And life for those two men is an absolute struggle every day. I don't know how many viewers that I have that pray, even prayer, but I do have a little request of you, if it's okay with you. And when you humble yourself to pray, if you would remember those two gentlemen. One of them's name is Roger, and the other one is named Anthony. And Anthony was at Camp Lejeune. Again, I'll say God bless to you. If you can remember him in prayer, I would appreciate it, and I'm sure they would. We'll catch you in the next video.